listening to music from American Songs Encore presentation, Sunday, March 20th, 2 p.m., Elks Opera House, brought to you by Earl and Alexis Hazell. And we're talking about that right now. In putting together a piece like this, there's a lot of moving parts and components. How many people working on this presentation?
Sure, you'd probably say about 30, really. Marianne Dutton and the PFAA singers make up about 25 people in of itself. Then there's myself and Alexis with our accompanist, Kent Trostel. Jazz pianist Ryan Dingus is what you may have heard in the previous video recording. We may be using a jazz pianist on March 20th, although I'm debating as to whether or not I want to play the tune myself.
Actually, I would like him to play.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
She has voted, and I think her vote counts.
Much less credit as a jazz pianist than he should.
Oh, okay.
So he does well.
Now, practice, working together. Okay, husband and wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Working together.
Yes.
Practicing together.
Yes.
Living together.
Yes.
Playing together. Oh, yeah. She's going,
Yeah.
That's a lot of together.
Yes.
Yeah, we both can't believe how well it works, actually. It's kind of weird. Neither one of us saw it coming when we fell in love.
Truly, we did.
Because it doesn't work well for everyone.
Right, but
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really interesting. I never anticipated marrying someone who I didn't
With whom you would be,
with whom I wanted to be around all the time.
Yes.
And had no problem. You know, we very rarely get on each other's nerves, and only briefly. You know.
Who's the most critical, especially when it comes to practicing and performances?
She is of herself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you clarified that. That was very tactful of you.
We can trust one another to evaluate the other's work because each of us are critical of our own work.
Oh, yes.
So I rely on him to tell me that something works, and you know, I can give him an honest opinion on what works for him without him, you know, being
ideas for putting shows together, they come to you how? From? This is, I won't say this is a given because it's not, but I love the concept.
Right.
But ideas come to you.
Largely through the music itself, actually. Yeah, with the umbrella American Songs, you have so much diversity and so much choice. Being trained opera singers, we have a wealth of music within the operatic and art song tradition that most people don't actually get to hear. But along with that, we have the jazz history going back a century. We've got the masterpieces of the golden age of musical theater that's also represented in our show. So there's so much music to choose from. We basically, or I basically look at what would we love to sing? What would we love the American public to be reacquainted with? You know,
very nice. I like that, reacquainted with. Okay, the next excerpt, please, again, tell us what we're going to see.
Sure, yeah. The Aaron Copland Old American Songs are kind of a staple of the art song literature, and we kind of make that the staple of our recitals. And one of the Aaron Copland Old American Songs are The Golden Willow Tree, that was originally designed with William Warfield, the great baritone, in mind by Aaron Copland, but we make into a duet.
Okay, let's take a look and listen.
There was a little ship in South America.
Very nice. You know, in this world of outsourcing, and again, I like American made. I just like the sound of it. Opera, of course, is not American made.
Right.
But jazz is definitely, we can never outsource jazz. Jazz is American made.
Indeed.
And will always be.
And it's very much the world's music while still being completely our own.
American made. I like that. Okay, American Songs, Sunday, March 20th, 2 p.m., Elks Opera House. Tickets are $16 and $45, and they're available at elksoperahouse.com.
Yes, indeed.
And your website is?
www.jazzoperetry.org.
Thank you so much. Very entertaining. You have lovely voices,
Thanks
both
so
of you.
much.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to talk about, speaking of American made, Thread on Threads. Now it's time to talk about Northern Arizona Council of Governments Business Assistance Center for your pleasure, and your pleasure being if you have a business, small, medium-sized, or large, it doesn't matter. If you walk into the doors of Business Assistance Centers, there's now one in Cottonwood and there's one in Prescott. They will help you with everything you want to know. Say you don't know how to train, they're going to train you to train. They're going to train you to hire. Maybe that's not your concern, but whatever your business concern is, they have people there who can answer your questions.